Are we live? Yes! Finally! Oh my gosh. Okay, so live on Facebook. Okay. Um Wonderful. Okay, so now I'm live on Facebook. Finally made it. Now let's figure out Instagram because the live button's just like disappeared. Um so bear with me. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I did think there would be one or two little teething problems as we're trying to get going. So I'm just trying to make this work on Instagram. Where are we? Nope, that's not it. Okay. That work? No. Okay. Let's try that. One more thing. Sorry, guys. Ooh, okay. I think I can. Yes. Okay. Finally. We're also going live on Instagram. Okay. Wonderful. Yay! Live on Instagram as well. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for bearing with. This is the first time I've gone live on two platforms at once. Multitasking stress. But I knew that there might be one or two teething problems. So I was literally here like 5 minutes before trying to figure it all out, but it's fine, it's fine. We're here. That's the most important thing. So let's cue the music because this is a startup party. Thank you so much for joining me in the official launch party of my coaching business, which is called This Is Your Moment. So I know there's been quite a bit of buzz around this, and let me tell you the whole story of who, what, why, when, and how I got into this. So last year, in July 2019, I graduated from international development in politics, and then I went to Bosnia to do another internship over there, and my mind was set on this path. I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want to do. I want to be a peace builder and work in community youth-led peace building. And I had the whole thing set out right. I was going to work in peace building for a year, then go off and do a master's for 2 years, then do a bit more project work and crawl my way up to the UN because I was so determined to be like at the top of the UN and work in peace building and shape the frickin' peace building agenda. So that's where my head was at. However, there was one important thing that I was forgetting, and I was completely ignoring it, and ignored it so much that I bottled it all the way inside. I just bottled it completely. And the important thing was my happiness. I was not happy. Sure, like externally, I had like to the outside world, I had everything going on. I've first class degree, I'm doing great like placement, and even though that placement wasn't quite working out for me, there's so many other opportunities I had access to. There's so many networks and connections I had access to. I could have literally made the best of this and worked my way up to the UN, as I was convinced, as I had that hardcore belief. But I was not happy. Internally, I was not happy at all. So in October 2019, I made the decision to leave my life in Bosnia behind and come home and do a lot of inner work, inner healing, and really try to figure out what I'm meant to do, and do something where I feel emotionally, spiritually, mentally, I feel happy. So that was my thinking, that I just want to feel happy. So as I started to feel better, about give it or so 2 months, it's about the end of December, yeah, this time last year, as I started to feel better, I went back to applying for all sorts of development place, work placements, and had the plan to apply for the masters. So I did apply for that, and I was like, "Yep, we have to continue down this path. We still have to do this because that's what I have to do. I've just taken a little healing break. It's fine. I feel better. Back to it." Interestingly, though, as I was applying for this stuff, and luckily I did get an offer to do 2 masters, and one of them also had a part scholarship. I still I turned that down, and there were other placements that were coming along. I had offers too. I turned those down as well, and I still kept looking for other things. And I was just like, why do I keep finding things, getting somewhere, then turning it down? What is going on? And it's because I was in denial of what I really wanted. Our entire lives, we go about thinking, what is it that we don't want? And we narrow it down. We narrow it down by, okay, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. But how many times are we really, really honest with ourselves with what is it that I really want to do in life? So I started asking myself that question, sort of almost like Lucifered myself. So if you watch Lucifer, oh my gosh, Tom Ellis, if one day you tune in to this video, I'd be really honored. So kind of like Lucifered myself a little bit, and I was like, Mevy, what is it that you truly desire? And I let that question sink in, and I let that question settle in. Fast forward to this year, March, and we're all going into like a worldwide lockdown, and especially a lockdown here in the UK. And I just thought, oh, by the way, by this point, I'd actually almost landed a paid job. But then, because of the lockdown, that job was no longer valid. So I was like, yeah, just going to go back into personal lockdown, personal solitude, figure out what I'm meant to do. And I thought one of the things I really wanted to do was yoga, and I never had the opportunity to do a yoga retreat. So just went into this long-term yoga retreat, loved it so much that I decided to do a yoga teacher training. And I really, really enjoyed that. But again, I didn't love it enough to want to practice as a yoga teacher. Like, I am a yoga teacher, but I'm not actually holding classes. It's what I really learned from yoga was amazing practices of breath work and meditation. And as I started grounding myself down, I had more and more honest conversations with myself. And even then, I was like, I still don't know what I want. Still don't know what I want, but I'm willing to find out. I then stumbled upon a webinar that was talking about life coaching. And I thought, okay, this looks interesting. I'll tune in. After watching that, I was like, no freaking way can I be a life coach. Like, it's just not me. It just, like, watching the webinar, I felt really off. I was like, no, this feels really uncomfortable watching. I mean, it's not, I've, around my, sorry, I'm a little nervous, so I'm just gonna take a sip of my drink and I'll get back to you on the point. Mm. Mm. By the way, this is orange, of course, because of the colour, but there is no orange in there. Carrot, mint, and apple. I've been doing a juice cleanse this week to like up the energy levels, but also I like love juice cleanses. Like, one of the quickest ways to just boost immunity in your body. So if you haven't tried a juice cleanse, do give it a shot. Okay, so life coaching webinar. Okay, so after watching this webinar, I was like, nah, there's no way in heck I can be a life coach. And here are a few reasons why. I can't be a life coach because I have no experience at all in it whatsoever. I mean, uh, it's not like I have spent a lot of time working in the youth sector and inspiring a lot of young people to achieve their full potential. And it's not like I have ran workshops on skills development and helping young people um, achieve higher forms of success and help people realize what they're meant for and see other people's potential. And it's not like I have mentored loads of young people either. I mean, I know nothing about life coach, right? Of course, bullshit. It's total bullshit. I am a life coach. I have been from experience, but it's not something I was owning up to. It was something I was really denying. And in fact, all of the jobs that I've been attracted to, sorry, if I'm looking above, like I've got two cameras, like there's Instagram there and there's Facebook here. So I am with all of you, I'm with you in this space, okay? So, oh gosh, I forgot my train of thought. Clearly I have the passion, I have the experience, and now I'm also learning the expertise. And this is what I was meant to do. I was denying my soul calling as a life coach because I was just so convinced I had to stay in somewhat of a traditional 9 to 5 job. And it's only when I started having honest conversations, I was like, no, life coaching it is. So now I've decided that I'm going to be a life coach. And then came whole tons of resistance. Oh my gosh, so much resistance. At the same point, I was questioning that, okay, if this is what I want to do, why am I feeling that this is very difficult? Why is what I want to do in life difficult? Surely I should be excited. Surely I should be feeling happy. Hello, hello, hello. If you're just joining in, I'm just waving to all of you. So, why is it difficult following your soul calling or your heart's desire? At the same time, I stumbled upon another YouTube. This was a YouTube. So the first thing was a webinar just online, and this was a YouTube clip that was about the subconscious mind. And I mean, just popped up on my feed, and I'm just a curious person, so I just, hey Rose, so I just looked into that, and it blew my mind. That 10-minute clip changed my life forever. And here's what I learned, which is what I'm going to share with you now. Your success is inevitable as long as you get 95% of your mind on board. So, our mind is split into the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. 5% of our mind is conscious, so conscious is what is currently in our awareness. 95% of our mind is the unconscious, what is not in awareness. So, what is the unconscious mind responsible for? Well, in the unconscious mind sit the following things: our emotions, our habits, it stores all of our memories, it basically governs everything that we do. And our brain as a whole is a machine, and it loves to automate, and it loves ease, and it hates change, and it loves pleasure. So I appreciate this is a lot, but go with it. So my desire to be a life coach, that's a conscious desire. That's what I want to do in the here and now. I'm consciously wanting to be a life coach. At the time, I am a life coach now. So at that time, we're rewinding a few months. At the time, I wanted to be a life coach consciously, 5% of my mind. But 95% of my mind is telling me all sorts of reasons why I shouldn't be a life coach, why I have to stick to the traditional framework of working 9 to 5, why, even leaving my degree behind to do something else is just crazy. So my subconscious mind is throwing all kinds of danger. It's like, abort mission, we're not on board with this. Hence the internal turmoil. And I don't know if you resonate with this, but there's so many times when we want to do things in our life, but we go, oh, can I really do this? Am I good enough? So, for example, you want to write a book, but then you're like, I don't think I can do that. Or you want to be an actor on stage, and you go, oh, but you know, what if this happens, that happens? Anything that comes after the but, anything you want to do consciously, and you decide this is a goal you want to do, or this is just a desire that appears in your heart and soul, you go, hi. So any desire that consciously appears, right? But then you feel that sense of resistance. That is 95% of your brain telling you to abort mission. That's all it is. That's all it is. And that's why we feel so much resistance. But here's the thing, there is a way of overcoming that resistance. And that's exactly why I've become a mindset coach and still very much in training for that. So, one of the things that I love about myself is that I've just generally had a positive outlook on life. And I know my friends and family also agree with this. I'm someone who's generally very positive, but there's also moments where I feel I wasn't reaching my full potential because there was this active resistance. I just didn't know what it was. So when I learned about the subconscious mind, I was like, holy freaking shit, everyone needs to know this. Everyone needs support with this. Like, is this even like known knowledge? So this is why I'm starting my life coaching business, because I really want to help you become that best version of yourself, because often we don't know what is stopping us, and what is are just things in subconscious mind. So between the ages of 2 and 7 or 8, our lives as kids were kind of like sponges. The bridge between our conscious and unconscious mind is pretty low. So we're like sponges between that age, and we're just absorbing everything from our 5 senses, everything around us. We are absorbing the patterns of our parents, we're absorbing all of the belief systems that people have. Anything that we have learned between the ages of 2 and 8, it sticks with us in our unconscious, subconscious mind. It sticks there. It sticks there 95% of the mind. And we carry these, think of them like programming, right? So we carry these programs with us all the way up into adulthood. And then it's only when we want to do something new, like, I don't know, switch careers and start a life coaching business, your brain kicks up all of these fears and tells you to abort mission every time. And that's why mindset is the key to your success. It's the key to literally everyone's success. You can achieve anything you want as long as you get 95% of your mind on board. It is, I mean, when I learned this, I was like so mind blown. So if you're mind blown right now, please drop like a yo in the comment box. I promise you, after this live, I will go through and read all the comments. I'm just trying to stay, just trying to stay on track. So a few of the questions that I've had so far are, what's the difference between coaching and mentoring and therapy, and how does this all kind of work together? Well, therapy is you're working with a professional counselor or a therapist to heal any trauma that you've had in the past so that you can be more present in the present. You're healing. So that's a lot of healing work happens with therapists. With mentoring is like you find someone. So for example, I have a mentor as well. He's running a life coaching business, and I'm like, yeah, you're doing something similar to what I'm doing, so I'm going to observe you and work with you so I can learn from you. So that's mentoring, finding someone relatable and working with them because you're inspired by them. Coaching is focusing on your future. So it's goal orientated. You're like, okay, this is where I'm here right now, and that's where I want to be. And what a coach does is help to fill that gap and work with you to make sure that you can achieve your goals. So I'm a mindset coach, and I'm a bit of a millennial mindset whiz, and I have a podcast called Joyous Moment where I share my joys and journeys of mindset transformation, because once I discovered this, I was like, gosh, everyone really needs to know about this. So my request to you is, this is a startup coaching business, and I really want to invite you to book a taster session with me, because whatever it is you want to achieve, we can work through that. And I just want you to try out a few of the tips and techniques that I've been learning, and I've got this huge toolbox, and I will throw various techniques your way, and we will work together on this personalized path to your success. The reason why I'm training up in neurolinguistic programming, in hypnotherapy, and energy healing, and even bringing in my yoga work and to do this, how do we sign up? Yeah, I will get onto that. Thank you. So the reason I'm doing all of this is that I can be the best version of me to help you be the best version of you, because I just know that every single person is a unique individual. You are unique. You are unique. And there is no one track to success. There is multiple different parts to it, and I want to make sure that I am working with you and applying the techniques that work for you, but I'm also learning as I go along. So in January, oh, actually, it's a little exciting news. I have recently completed my foundation certification in neurolinguistic programming, and NLP is, and my coach is going to love this, it's the art and science of being the best version of you. It's literally looking at how we take in information through our five senses and how that goes deeper into our mind, because all of our minds have filters. So we absorb lots of information, it goes through this filter, and it goes deep into our minds, into our belief systems, and then we project things out onto the world. And I was like, ooh, this sounds very sci-fi and funky. So let's learn how to literally hack your mind for success. So I've completed my foundation certificate in that, and in January I'll be doing the full live intensive 6 days of training. So I'll be a fully certified NLP practitioner and breakthrough coach. But in the meantime, I am a life coach, so I really invite you to book your taster session so you can see it for yourself, right? So I'm now gonna share the link. Okay, so let's see. So I've shared the link. I'm gonna pin this to the top. Once my computer decides, oh, okay, I'm gonna pin this to the top. And have I got a link for it? Okay, so I'm just gonna type the link into the Insta Live. Gosh, logistics. Guys, as I've been talking, if there are any questions that are coming up, do put them in the comment box and I will get back to you on that one. .co.uk. Whoops. Mistyped my own link, sorry. / startup party. So the link is thisisyourmoment.co.uk / startup party. Honestly, I feel like I was posting like literally like typing like, actually I don't really want to say typing like my grandma, because my grandma is super cool and she actually does use both her fingers. She's actually really cool. Let's see if I can pin this to the top. Okay, I think that's worked. So I'm gonna just take a moment to read your comments. If you have, by the way, if you've got any cake on you or chocolates or, virtually, I can offer you a few celebrations. But yeah, I'll offer them to you virtually, and then I'll eat them myself. So then, because we're all souls, right? We're all connected. So whether I eat it or you eat it doesn't matter. Nah, it's fine. I'll eat the chocolate on your behalf. So grab your cake. Oh, let me know what if you have got any cake, chocolate, sweeties, whatever you brought to this party. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Right, Maliha. Yeah, such a good point. We're rarely truly honest with ourselves. Chloe's got an apple and cinnamon tea while celebrating. Oh gosh. Okay, I know what I'm having for bedtime. I'm totally having some cinnamon tea. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be very traditional. I'm gonna like make it in a pan. Oh, now I'm craving desi chai. I know some of my friends are tuning in. Oh, it's so exciting. Pasta bake, yeah. Uh, gonna, now I'm gonna see the comments on Instagram. Lots and lots and lots of waves. Oh, thank you. Hey. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Please share chocolates. Can't access the link from here. Okay, so uh so so the link is also in my bio. If you go to the bio page on my Instagram, you can find the link to my website from there, where it says sign up for the newsletter. That's a really good point. I totally forgot to update the link in my bio, but the link is there. So if you just go into my bio and click the link there, then scroll down to website sign up, and you will find the link. Thank you. Yeah, I just totally forgot. In preparing for this launch, there was just a lot to do, and part of me was like listing all the things that I haven't done and then just like freaking out. And I was like, I've been working really hard and having a lot of fun building this. All I want to do here is come out and share the joys and journeys of what I've been up to. Because here's the thing, in August 22nd August, exactly 4 months ago, I made that decision to be a life coach, and I set up a basic website and I sent a link to all of my friends. And then 3 months later, we just went dark. And a few people asked me, aren't you supposed to be doing something? And I was like, yeah, I'm totally doing a launch. I just don't know what I'm launching. And then it just occurred to me, why not just share that, hey, I'm a life coach, I am now open for business. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. Why not have a starter party to celebrate what's happened so far? So what's been going on since August? Well, I have a podcast called Joy This Moment. There are 14 episodes and it's available on all of the podcast platforms. So whether you love Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, whichever one you like, it is on all of the platforms. It's called Joy This Moment. Again, the link is on the website. It's also in the bio on Instagram. So you can catch up on the podcast, and that will give you something to do over the winter break. There was a request to put the podcast onto YouTube. So guess what? I've expanded to YouTube. The first 13 episodes are just audio, but the 14th one, you actually see a talking face. So it's more visual. So that's YouTube. Then, of course, book your Mind Hack taster session. That will be awesome. So, oh my gosh, yes! My framework for coaching you. So I've designed this framework called the Mind Hack Method, which is a blend of yoga, NLP, breathwork, meditation, and everything that I've learned so far, plus my personal experience of literally transforming my mind to live in a state of joy and success. And now I'm bringing that to you. So this is a framework that I am testing, and that's why I'm offering this free taster session for you to try it out. Next year, I've got even bigger plans to roll out a few courses on positive mindset and how to really become a much happier version of yourselves. And this is aimed at anyone who wants that little bit of self-healing. And this is actually a little bit of a calling I had over the weekend, because I did this wonderful spiritual heart meditation with my lovely cousin and coach. And what came to me was, design this course. I'm like, okay, who am I to ignore the sound of my soul? So that's the plan for next year. And the best way that you can get onto that is also subscribing to the newsletter on the website and just keeping tabs on my Facebook page, Instagram. You'll see a bunch of stuff about these courses. So yeah, really excited to officially launch This Is Your Moment today. And if you have any questions that have been coming up, do let me know. I mean, for me, the biggest mind-blowing moment was when I realized that it wasn't me who was stopping my success, it was my mind that was stopping my success. And if that isn't mind freaking blowing, I don't know what is. So I'm gonna now play some music, get the party poppers out, because this is a freaking party or what? So this is a groovy tune, I think. Okay, so there's a few more questions that have come up. And okay, what are the charges for these sessions? Well, the charges for these sessions are, because I'm doing a startup offer, it's £111 for 4 one-to-one coaching sessions, a personalized wellness plan, a personalized action plan, and you get the Mind Hack Taster. So in fact, it's 5 coaching sessions. But I highly advise you to book in your taster session first and see if this is something that you want to work with me on, because I totally understand that it's a personalized approach, right? It's You have to try out the taster session and figure out for yourself. I'm not someone who's going to force you to buy this. I'm not someone who's going to say, hey, you have to work with me. No, this is up to you. If you really want the change that you desire in your life, if you really want to smash and achieve your goals and everything you want to do, but your mind is not on board, that's where I will help you. It is my job as a mindset coach, as a millennial mindset whiz, to help you on that path. So when you achieve your goals, you're also feeling happier, but I'm also with you every step of the way, providing that one-to-one support. And yeah, try it out is what I say. Like, I remember booking my first coaching session, and I did a few tasters with different coaches and just feeling so nervous in the first session, like, oh my gosh, not knowing what to expect. But actually, it turned out to be okay. It was, again, just my mind throwing in lots of questions, because coaching is something new. It's like, I only decided this year I wanted to step into it. And if you had told me like a year ago that I would be going down this path and starting up my own business in it, I'd be like, you're freaking kidding me. That ain't happening. But it is, because I've been working so hard on my own mindset blocks and working on it bit by bit. Because the biggest hurdle for me from going from this whole traditional 9 to 5 mindset to then an entrepreneurial and non-traditional job mindset, that's been the biggest hurdle. Because even now, as I'm talking to you on this live, my brain's going, what the frick are you doing? Like, it pops up. However, because I've been immersing myself in mindset work, I'm now mind hacking on tap, which is my hope and vision for everyone, to really create a long-term movement on mind hacking, where we can literally transform our minds in an instant. Because this is the thing, our minds can change with the support of the right tools. We can do that. We don't have to change our soul callings. We don't have to change the goals that we really want. We just need to convince that 95% of our mind. And thanks to a bunch of tools that I've learned and personally also developed in my mind hack method, I can guide you through that process. So, one more question. Why did I become a life coach? To help you achieve what you want. That's exactly why I became a life coach, because throughout my life, I just always felt that I could see potential in other people, and I'm really good at seeing others' potential. And I wasn't that good at seeing my own sometimes. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take this leap and freaking go for it. Because if not now, then when? As one of my good friends has quoted, if not now, then when? We have one life, and it is up to us to really dive deep and take time to figure out what is it that we want to do without the noise of everything around us. And there is so much noise, there's so much expectations on us as young people to just go in and do traditional 9 to 5. And if you know in your heart and soul that's not you, but you're feeling that pressure, and that pressure is not active pressure, by the way. This is what I learned when I was a child. Like, most of us have learned this as a child, to study, go to university, get a job, and get a house. Like, that's projection that we're told, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine if that's what you want to do. If that's what you really want to do, and later down the line, if you realize there is something else you want to do, again, you can make that change. It's just having that support network and structure to help you make that change. And that's what I'm here for through that one-to-one sessions. You also get to keep all of the resources, practice materials, meditations, activities. We decide in that first taster session how we want to do this, and then we'll roll with it. So I hope that answers the question. Gonna just see if there's anything else. Okay, so I had planned to sort of finish around this time because I really, really appreciate everyone who has turned up to listen to yours truly. And sorry about like the delay at the start. It's the first time I've done a live on two devices and I'm really surprised how well it's gone. So this is great. You know what? This is great feedback for my subconscious mind telling me, yeah, go there, do it. So I'm gonna play some music and you are feel free to stay here, join in the fun vibes, but make sure you check out the website www.thisisyourmoment.co.uk/startup party and you will see a little bit about me, and if you scroll down further you'll see how to book onto your taster session. If you want to go ahead and pay for the mini coaching package, you absolutely can go for it, but try the taster session first, okay? So let's play some music. Which one do I fancy? I think I fancy the first track. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for taking the time out to celebrate this launch of thisisyourmoment.co.uk. Check out the website and book on to the taster session. You can also listen to me on my podcast or on the YouTube channel. All the links are on the website and I'll make it super clear again. So thank you so much. Lots of love, joy, and positivity from my heart to yours. I will catch you in your taster sessions. Bye. Which one am I going to switch off first? Okay. Bye, Facebook.